What's common between a recording studio, goosebumps, and millions of smiles? Well, a beautiful voice. Today, joining us, we have an artist who has captivated our audience. And let's dive into the world of music with Supriyaa Ram. Welcome to Daastan, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shivangi. Thank you for having me here.
Okay. So every singer has that one moment where their voice feels like it's not just a talent, it's going to be their life, it's going to change. So when was that moment and what do you remember about it? Like maybe my voice is not ordinary, maybe this is who I am going to be.
That's a very good question because I had a lot of self doubt about my voice when I was younger. And when I was starting, I always knew I wanted to be a professional singer, but I just did not believe enough in my voice and myself. So it's a good question that you ask which song was the turning point. There's not necessarily a song, I think it was more of a journey. So every song I got better and better, but it took a long time to actually see that, okay, I have the potential in me. So I think songs like Nee Na Dena was my first break from Murli Meets Meera, for which I won, the Best Female Playback Singer Award by Kima. I think that gave me this validation that, okay, kuch to baat hai. I do have it in me. And I slowly started believing in myself.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the first breakthrough was like, okay, when you realized, okay, I
Yes.
still have potential
Yes.
in it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that's something strange. And then, like, because usually you hear people saying that I wanted to be when I was young, or I think I knew it. But then after gaining success, be like believing yourself.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's a whole new ball game altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So behind every singer, there's usually one guru, one correction, or one lesson that changes your voice forever. Who shaped your singing the most? Like,
So I learned Carnatic classical music from my grandfather, Vidwan Muni Venkatappa. So I would definitely credit him for the singer that I am today, because without the baby steps or the foundation being right, I would not be here today. So he definitely pointed me in the right direction. And in the film fraternity, I have so many music directors that taught me discipline, self confidence, that taught me techniques on how to approach a song, mic techniques, how do I stand, how to breathe, how to pronounce, like so many people. There's Manikant Kadri, there is Judah Sandy, who explored my mid-range voice, and I was like, oh, I can sing, like I sound really good in this range. Then there's Veer Samarth, who made me believe in Arabic singing, that until I recorded that song, I had no idea that, oh, I can even pull off an Arabic item song, Abida from Mass Leader. I was like, okay, I can do this. And I did well. So I can confidently say that I pulled it off. I not only pulled it off, I did really well in that song. And he gave me one of the biggest compliments, saying, I knew only you and you could do the song.
wow, that's
Just
so
you,
nice.
nobody else. And I was like, pat on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in the 21st century, or as Gen Z, you guys call it, so do you think that they need to, like, hold the roots of classical singing because Carnatic singing?
Absolutely. Whether it is Carnatic or whether it is Hindustani, everybody needs their foundation laid strongly. It is not going to pull anybody down. It's only going to enhance their experience, right? It's like if you want to learn math, you got to learn the numbers first. You got to start from the numbers. Otherwise, how are you going to learn,
I get it.
solve big problems? So I think the Gen Z definitely has to learn. Knowledge is power. Equip yourself with knowledge. Yeah.
It's the same saying as like people say Western dance is only Western dance, but people who dance classical have a better moment in Western because they have the foundation of like the body and stuff. It's the same in music.
Yeah, like you learn as much as you can. You will be surprised how beautifully one thing will empower the other. Like you said, Western dance and classical dance, right? So you'll be so surprised that how the Western dance moves are contributing into your classical, and vice versa. It's only going to enrich your experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people always hear the beauty of boys, but then they don't see the discipline behind protecting it. So what's your daily life? Like, do you have any, like, you can't eat this food? What are the sacrifices and then things which goes on?
Oh my God, the sacrifices started very early on. My father was behind my case. No papad. So if we went, for a family wedding, he would just keep watching my banana leaf. He's like, skip the papad on her leaf. I'm like, no, but I love papad. He's like, no, skip the curd, skip the guava, skip this. So he's kind of been my biggest fan, my backbone, and he's been like hawk eyeing me since I was a kid. So I was naturally cut off from curd, buttermilk, water outside, like only mineral
Yeah.
water, then no cold drinks, nothing. So I, to this day, I think because it was so early on, I subconsciously still follow these things.
Wow.
I haven't eaten a guava and I don't remember how long. I have forgotten the flavor of it. Curd, I'm very cautious. It depends on the weather. Again,
Ice
fried
cream?
food. Oh, ice cream is another thing. It depends really. Like if I know for sure that I don't have, a recording the next morning, I'm okay to take that risk. But then again, I'm very, very wary of when I eat.
Yeah.
Maybe on a sunny day, I don't mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you like ice cream?
I do love, I enjoy binging once in a while,
Okay.
but not, that's not my go-to,
Okay.
junk that I reach out to. Yeah, I do avoid cold
Are
stuff.
you unhappy with the stuff you have to do for your career?
Never, like not unhappy at all, because when I've been given this blessing of the voice, I think I should respect it, value it, and take care of it.
That's nice.
Never unhappy. No. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Mom, many of people know you today as a playback singer, but your journey started much earlier. So, like, I saw an article of yours, so I was like, just reading it. So, it said that you got into programs like Sarigamapa and Voices of Bangalore. So, can you go back to that time? What was happening in that time? Like,
Oh.
anxious, happy, or
Oh, like I said, I had major confidence issues. I was not at all this confident woman that you see now. I was a wreck, like I had, you could literally see that I was shaking head to toe. My mic would just go like that. My voice would tremble. I was a nervous ball. Okay. So I think these competitions definitely helped me shape myself, helped me, get that confidence that I needed. Of course, it was a long journey for me because, see, back in the day, nobody comes and tells you, okay, this is personality grooming or this is how you approach, your career. Nothing. It's just on the go learning, right? So it took longer than needed. So it was a long journey for me to gain my confidence. Saregamapa season, I participated in 1 and 2. I won the second season. So in 1, I realized, okay, zero confidence. I have no confidence. 2, I think I was equipped better and I won the second season. Then Voice of Bangalore also, like there's this live audience in front of you, and then, there are these celebrity guests coming in and they're hearing you, and we're like, from nothing, you're singing in front of
Spotlight.
legends. I'm like in front of RP Patnaik, in front of Kumar Sanu, in front of Guru Kiran. I'm like, I was nothing, and I'm like singing in front of these legends, and I'm thinking, oh God, what am I doing? So these experiences, definitely, it's like sculpting a sculpture. Like you take the beatings and then you become this beautiful thing. So these experiences definitely help me upskill myself, develop confidence about myself. So I would question, can I even hit this note, or can I even choose this song for a competition? But then I was like, you play to your strength. So it was a good grooming curve, I can say. Blessed to have been part of these reality shows for sure. Yeah.
As the saying goes, like, there are two stones, and the one stone is like, I don't want to get sculpted. So at the end, at the final day, it gets hit continuously because it's placed in front of the temple where people keep hitting the coconut. But the one which took the hard pain of like what, 48 hours, 60 hours, it became a beautiful sculpture where people appreciate it.
Absolutely.
So that's
Absolutely.
the thing.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
goes
that's a
on.
very nice analogy.
So, okay, this is a very controversial question. Sometimes people feel reality TV shows are made for TRP, or like they focus more on emotional aspect. So, what, as you have been a part of it, shows, is it true that they focus more on emotional aspect, or is that like,
See, at the end of the day, everything is business, and times are constantly changing. Times are evolving. People are evolving. The way they process information is evolving. Negative content is getting more attention. So I think the authenticity has kind of dialed down over a period of time. Even if the channels are doing it for TRP, I wouldn't say it's wrong. Because ultimately that's what the people want to watch, and entertainment industry is serving the people. So I think it should be done in a certain dosage. not overdone.
Over.
And at the same time, how do I say this? We are all, as artists, we are entertainers, right? So we have to cater to what the people are watching. And reality shows have not only entertained people for decades. So reality shows have entertained people for years. And of course, it has also given opportunities, right?
That's
like
true.
I am one of the byproduct of a reality show. So I got my opportunities through Saregamapa Kannada. I got my opportunities through Voice of Bangalore. So for me, for me, it was a blessing.
Yes.
It was a good exposure. I don't have like a, what do I say? What is that called? Yeah. Godfather.
Traditional,
I never had a godfather who came from the industry and said, okay, here's your shortcut to success. No, I had to go through the reality show. So I knew at least they gave the path for people
Yes.
like me to get into this industry. Otherwise, it's such a blind spot. You don't know where to start from. So
It's
reality
a
shows,
huge industry and it's getting
absolutely.
competitive way too
Yes,
much.
yes.
Like it's very
So
competitive.
I will support reality shows for sure because I'm a byproduct of it. And it's up to people how they utilize it to develop from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have any backup option when you like now think about it?
Of course. I was working in a corporate world. I was
Oh.
a banker. I was working with ANZ for about 4 years and parallelly doing my singing as well. Oh my God, that was a phase. It was like standing on two boats,
Yeah.
trying to balance the act. It was not easy, and especially because it was my initial days and I had nobody said, okay, what time will you be free? People would just say, come to the studio at this
Good
time.
time.
I am like, oh God, how do I say that I'm working? And thankfully my office team was so supportive. I really, really thank my manager Ram at the time. Oh my God, he was such a support system. When I was participating in Voice of Bangalore, Ram was my manager, and he just gave me, you take 1 month off, but like don't hop in and hop
Hop
out
out.
because we won't be able to plan our work. So you take 1 month off, I'm okay with that. Go on loss of pay, it's fine. So I was like, I really appreciated that. I'm like, okay, I can do that. At least as
Yeah.
long as I have my job and
Job.
I'm able to do this, it's fine. So even like those were testing times. Oh my God, those were testing times. I have been sitting, waiting for hours on. I have traveled miles. We didn't have Uber. I didn't have, a vehicle, and it was quite, the struggling, phase of my life. And I would travel in auto from Manyata, go to studios.
Oh my God.
It was a big deal, and I was spending on my auto fares, and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And I'm not even getting paid well for the singing. I was like, okay, no, you have to be persistent. You have to, like, don't give up, don't give up. So there was so much of self motivation, like motor through it, and I used to I would get calls saying it's urgent recording. You have to be here in like the next half an hour, and I would just go storm into it just to sit and wait for 4 hours to 5 hours to 6 hours to God knows. Yeah. And then I'd be like hungry and tired. And then once the life out of me was, drained out, is when the recording would start. And I'm like,
Now I have to get my energy back and then put it on
yeah,
camera.
yeah.
My opinion, I feel corporate is the best backup option. No,
Yes.
personally, because many people, like, it's an opportunity in disguise. Like, you get laid off, then you're like, okay, I have this
Something
passion,
to
I need to
rely
do
on.
it.
Yeah,
Yes, it's really like, you take any fashion entrepreneur. My mom as well, she used to work in like corporate. She took a break and then now she started her own business.
Wonderful.
So that's like, I feel it's a really good blessing in disguise when you talk
Absolutely.
about
I think, see, corporate world gives you discipline.
Yes.
It gives you structure. In your creative field, that is what is lacking because there's no deadlines. There's no, how do I say this? Not everybody is working at your pace. When you're motivated, you can be 10 steps ahead, but the team might be 10
Yes.
steps behind. So, yeah.
Okay, so in every artist's journey, there are days when applause feels far away and self doubt feels very close. And as you said, it's a very common thing which you felt. At that time, sometimes one person words can save your dream. Bright days, dark days are both part of the journey. Don't give up on your dreams just because today is difficult. You have not struggled for so many years only to stop becoming of one bad phase. So do you remember these
Yes,
words?
that's my dad.
Yes.
That's my dad. So there was this one time when just before, now see, this is like just before my first hit song of my
Oh.
first recognition song, Nina Dana, just before that. So I was so frustrated. I think, spent 5 years of my time in recordings and just waiting for my break. And, like, I put in so much hard work. I knew I'm working hard. I knew I'm pouring my heart and soul into this. And then nothing was clicking. And whatever I was recording were, the songs were being given away to other singers. So I was like, this is this is not happening. Why? Like,
Why me?
yeah, why am I not getting that breaking, that turning point? Why? I mean, when is it going to be my turn? And then I remember distinctly going to my dad and saying, I quit. I don't want to sing anymore. I'm just going to continue working in ANZ, and I don't want to sing anymore. So he was very patient. He's like, chill, and he's okay. That's fine. But just think about it, because you've put in 5 years of your hard work, and if you quit now, you're just going to let that go to waste. So just hang in there for a little bit longer. And I was like, okay, I don't have to quit right now, so let me just hang in there. So his wisdom that day, I think, brought me here today. Yeah.
Nice. So people outside the industry thinks good voice is enough to become a playback singer. But is the music industry like that? Or do you need talent, timing, relationship, or it's just like good voice enough?
No, no, a good voice is not enough. You need discipline, you need professionalism, you need persistence, you need patience. Nobody is gonna come here and become an overnight star. Okay, so if you've heard of somebody becoming an overnight star, that means you've heard them from that point on. But before that, they would have worked a lot, and it's unheard of. So, just a good voice is definitely not enough. You need to know how to communicate with people. So, this is one thing I notice in the younger generation. I see impatience, I see a different, kind of blunt approach to life with, they come with all these delusional thoughts that, okay, I am this superstar right now. And then, see, I'm saying it's going to be hard on them only later on. If they approach it with a little more humility and be more embracing of the fact that, okay, this is a journey and it's not a destination. So definitely, please have the patience, have that humility. Don't start flying before you grow your wings. So yeah, just a good voice is not enough. It's a whole personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, I have this question in my mind very long. I feel like that's my thought. I feel that if a person, like if your parent or you are in great heights in one field, your children do not have to follow or need not. It's not about need not. If they have the passion, they should go ahead. But just because you are there, they do not have to follow. Because once, as an audience, we keep you in very large heights, and then when your children come in, so we feel that they have to be the exact copy of you, which is not necessary to
Absolutely,
happen.
yes.
So do you think that children should go to a field where their parents are like in great heights?
I don't think so. I don't think so, because my drive may be different from what my child's drive is. Maybe my goals are different from what my son's goals are. So I do have a son who is 16, and he sings. He is he plays the keyboard, but I don't necessarily push him or pressure him into following my path, because I think he has great communication skills. I think I just want him to explore himself and figure out what he wants to do, rather than me, pressurizing him. Because nobody pressurized me to become a singer. My parents never pressurized me. So for me, it was more of this inbuilt dream. I think I was born with it, that, okay, this janam to I will become a singer. Okay, so I never, had that pressure. So why should I put my child through it? And No parent should pressurize the kids into picking their careers, choosing you can guide. We are only here to guide. We can just say, okay, this path or this path will look like this. So you make the choice. But we are never, it's never a good idea to sit on their head and pressurize the child. No.
But is it audience fault when they have expectations of your children
It's
or like,
free. It's a free world. People
I
can
mean,
think what they
yes.
want to think. People can criticize what they want to criticize. But ultimately, I think we should teach the children also to stick to their decisions and their choices, irrespective of the outside noise. It makes no difference in our lives,
Yeah.
right? Like, I don't know. It shouldn't really impact your decisions.
Yeah. So they say people don't listen to sad songs. They go back to them when they're heartbroken, lonely, or missing someone. Do you feel sad songs stay longer in people's heart more than happy songs?
It totally depends on their mood and vibe, no? Like if I'm feeling really happy, it's see, that's the power of music. It multiplies what you're feeling, right? It gives you an outlet. If you want to cry but the tears are not coming, you play a sad song and you get into the mood of it. It's literally the background score of your life right now. So it's like you just kind of cry it out or feel the emotions, like, because that's the power of music. It hits your soul. And I don't think it's sad songs that last longer or happy songs that last longer. It completely depends on what mode a person is in. I'm normally a very happy-go-lucky, very bubbly person, and I do enjoy sad songs once in a while. But doesn't mean it lingers around for long.
Yeah.
For me, in my personal opinion, I will always go towards peppy and
Happy
romantic, happy songs.
So,
Yeah.
is it emotionally hard to sing a sad song? Like, do you have to force that emotion on you when you're singing it?
It's not hard.
Okay.
See, for me, like from my experience, I've always poured my heart and soul into every song that I've sung. So I become the character. I become the character to execute that emotion and do justice to that song. Now, if I'm singing a sad song, I don't know, like my career began with a sad song. From Taj Mahal, I recorded Huvanta Preeti, which was like a pathos song. And I was like, okay, now I was 21 at the time. And I'm like, how do I sound sad? So it's not, like any emotion. Facially, I can, you can see me and tell if I'm happy or sad, right? Like, how are you going to do that vocally?
Voice, yes.
Right? Am I going to be like crying on my voice? No, you have to emote it. And in order to emote it, you got to feel the lyric, feel the song, get into the character of the song. So, yes, singing sad songs is not difficult, but it will kind of keep lingering for a bit. After the recording. You're like,
in that same zone, you're like,
yeah. Whereas when I've sung one item song, I'll be like, hey, and then there's a romantic song, I'll be like, oh, like all airy and I think the one emotion that moved me the most was a mother song. Because I think I was thinking about my son and recording the song, and I was like, okay, that hit me on a different level. That was great. Yeah.
was that one any character, like when you were singing, like in your singing journey, was there any character that stuck so deep that it was so hard to move on from the character? If it's a character, but that you've been so into the music world that it just stuck to you. You're like,
I think, like I said, the mother song definitely stayed with me. It lingered for a bit, and I just wanted to run to my son and give him a hug. It was that kind of an emotion. Other than that, I think the item song that I mentioned, Abida from Mass Leader, the Arabic one, that lingered around for quite a bit. And I was like, I was feeling proud. And I was like, okay, so I was able to pull this off and, like an Arabic genre. Okay, so now there's another one in my list. And that kind of stayed. And I was more eager to learn that style even more. So I was kind of in that zone and learning and practicing, in my solidarity.
yeah, that's nice. So in studio, a singer just like records a song, but on stage, it's a whole different level.
Yeah.
So like, but standing on stage in front of thousands, it's like very different. So what is the process behind it? How do you feel? Are you happy about it?
Of course, I'm happy about anything to do with singing. I think studio experience is a lot more tamed, whereas stage experience is like a wildfire. You know, you get to just rip your soul apart and just live in that moment. You know, just your passion, the fire you have for singing, the cheering of the audience, the applause. You know, it's just such an adrenaline kick. It's a whole new electrifying experience, the on-stage part of it, whereas the stage part of it is like all dialed down, and you know, like you got to be very technical with your approach, and because every breath is absorbed by the mic,
Yeah.
so you got to be very technical with your angling, you know, like how you're facing, like when you do close mouth words like ma, pa, ba, na, all these, they will pop on the mic.
Oh.
Because when you close your mouth, there's like a thud effect on
Yeah, and the mic is very close to your mouth.
Yes.
Yes.
So it's so sensitive. So you got to learn the technical angling when you're singing those words. So let's say if I'm doing manase or tabbi kondu, for example. So when I'm doing tabbi kondu, that will just pop like that, and I'll have to keep doing retakes until that the frequency doesn't shoot up like that. So I just slightly angle.
Oh.
So I'll be like tabbi kondu. So that's like very technical.
So many stuff
Yes,
going on in one.
yes. Even my tongue noise, if my mouth is dry, you can even hear the noise of my tongue, and I'll be like, oh, was there some noise? Yeah, lip noise, tongue noise, teeth noise, what not. I'm like, okay, fine. So it's, yeah, these are worlds apart, but uh, both are very rewarding experiences. Yeah, I enjoy both equally.
So how do you feel when you're performing live and then there's crowd like, going above you, and then it's like how do you feel, like
Oh,
mesmerized?
I feel like my soul is out of my body. It's just incredible. I love the feeling of it. I'm a born entertainer. For me, the audience's joy is my glucose.
Yeah.
Okay. So for me, I love entertaining. I love interacting. I'm not like stand in one place and sing kind of a singer. I love moving around, jumping, making them dance, scream, because it's that one outlet for people to just forget about everything else, live in that moment, have fun, and carry that home. You know, yeah, great place to unwind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So every singer, like earlier, singers used to have like emotion, pain, romance, as you said, you have to go into the character. But right now, there's auto tune, there's AI technology. So, what do you feel? Is it a good thing, or do you feel it's going to replace the singers?
Replacing, see, the AI can never fill your soul. You know, it can never be emotional. It can only be technical. And in music, the soul, the emotions are so important. You can replicate the voice, you can, dupe the technicalities, but you cannot bring the emotion out, right? It is still going to sound mechanical. So I don't think AI will ever replace human singing. With the technology, yes, it's very helpful. So provided it's all used within its limits. Like for example, let's say there is a brilliant take, the emotion is on point, maybe a few notes here and there. So you use technology, you place those notes in its right position and fix that line. It's fine. It's absolutely fine, because you're prioritizing the emotion of it. And most music directors take the emotional route to finalizing the takes. They're like, I love the feel of this line. So then they're okay to correct one or two, off notes. It's fine. So using technology on these lines is fine. Again, it's emotion oriented.
Emotion oriented, yeah. So is there any time when you were performing live, like, where the lyrics went way too off the script? Like you are singing, you have a set of lyrics, but then what happens when people tend to see the music online? It gets mixed, and then there's a lot of remixes. So when you're singing the original song, is there a time when, the crowd is like, this is not the lyrics we are supposed to sing?
Absolutely. I have become an on-spot lyricist in many songs during my live performances. Yes, like we learn thousands of songs, and I don't refer to the lyrics. I just go, and freestyle it. And for me, there have been times where I've forgotten the lines and I've just filled random words in it, but ultimately it's the energy, you
It's
know,
the
like
vibe around
it
where
just
you're like,
works.
yeah.
You don't have to feel guilty that okay, you made a mistake. The point is how well you cover it up.
Yeah. Okay, so they say artists have two lists. One, the list of who inspired them, and one list of who they dream of working with. So I heard that you loved Sunidhi Chauhan and her way of doing.
Yes.
So is she the dream, partner you want to do with, or is there anyone else in the list where you're waiting to, move forward in the journey?
Yes, Sunidhi was very inspiring. So I remember she was 18 or 16 years old when she came into the industry, and she sang songs from Mast, and I was blown away by her versatility. So for me, she was such a role model. I'm like, I want to learn these styles and I want to sing like her. If I want to work with somebody, I think there is one particular music director I have not worked with, and I would love to work with him. That is Charan Raj. So that is, if I'm aspiring to work with someone, that would be Charan Raj, because I love his music, I love his compositions. Other than that, of course, who would say no to performing alongside Sunidhi, man? Of course, I would any day in a
For a
beat.
duet with for a duet with
Yeah, oh my God, that would be crazy. That would be amazing. I'm gonna manifest that.
Yes. Okay, so as now we are talking about singers, let's play a quick game. So I'm going to list out a few singers, favorite song of theirs,
Okay.
and it's okay if we don't get, we can move on.
Okay.
And if you want, I can give male singers. You can sing the female version of the
Okay.
male part is
Okay.
also fine.
Yeah, okay. Let's
Okay,
do
so
it.
let's start off with
Yep.
Sunidhi Chauhan because
Okay. तेरे सिवा कुछ याद नहीं, तेरे सिवा कोई बात नहीं, आंखों में तेरे सपने, होठों पे तेरे नगमे, ना 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 ना, हुई 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 मैं मस्त. Yeah.
okay, Shreya Ghoshal.
Ooh. जादू है नशा है मदहोशिया, तुझको भुला के अब जाओ कहाँ, देखती है जिस तरह से तेरी नजरें मुझे, मैं खुद को छुपाऊं कहाँ.
That's so sweet. Okay, SPB.
వేదం అణు అణువున నాదం, నా పంచ ప్రాణాల నాట్య వినోదం, నాలో రేగేనెన్నో హంసానంది రాగాలై.
Kumar Sanu.
ओ जब किसी की तरफ दिल झुकने लगे, बात आकर जुबां तक रुकने लगे, आंखों आंखों में इकरार होने लगे, बोल दो अगर तुम्हें प्यार होने लगे, होने लगे, होने लगे.
Okay, one of my favorite, my request, Arjit Singh, because
Arijit Singh. Okay.
yes.
तू होगा जरा पागल is Arijit, huh? तू होगा जरा पागल. No, that is not
no.
Arijit. Okay. Arijit Singh. There are so many songs.
Yeah.
Oh God, Arijit. What is your favorite?
Kaise hua, and then there's Kaifiyat.
No.
Um,
Arijit. I know he has
Kamaliya Ve is from him.
Ve Kamaliya, Ve Kamaliya. There's also Gehra Hua, no? तू अगर मेरी ये हवाएं तेरी, तू अगर मेरी ना 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 ना, मैं हूँ तेरा.
It's okay. Have it so many lyrics.
See, I could not be a lyricist now. Yeah.
Okay. So music may not have a language, but lyrics definitely do. And right now you sang in two different languages. So how do you learn the new language? Do you like by heart the lyrics or do
No.
you understand the lyrics?
Yes, very important. Like if it's in languages that I know, I can obviously understand what the meaning of the song is and the lines are. So I will know exactly where to emote what. On languages that I don't know, for example, I've recorded in Tulu, I've recorded in Tamil, I've recorded in Malayalam. So for me, these languages are, like I will sit with the lyricist and ask them, what does this line mean? What does this line mean? So I will understand the meaning of it. So we don't by heart anything. It's I write it down. Sometimes I write it in English, sometimes I write it in Kannada so that I can get the exact diction because certain syllables are not necessarily there in English.
Yeah.
So I also, like in a bracket, write the meaning of
Very
it.
good.
So I take that kind of an approach so that I know that I'm doing justice to the song. So otherwise, Telugu, I'm a Telugite, so I know Telugu, I know Kannada, English, Hindi. These I'm able to,
Manage. Yeah.
manage. Yeah.
So which was the hardest language for you to sing in?
Malayalam. That is, oh my God, it's a very difficult language because there's a lot of tongue twisting
Yeah, it's like
words.
round, round.
Yeah, so there's like an in between syllable also, like between a and there is something else. So it's very difficult to get it bang on. And even in Tamil, there are so many different dialects in Tamil. So I recorded for Paris for Amit Trivedi, and I recorded a Tamil song. And oh my God, that was very challenging. It was a Madurai Tamil.
Okay.
So very different from your regular Tamil. So I was like, okay, I tried. Yeah.
Malayalam has a n, like we can't pronounce the n very easy.
Like it's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend was teaching me Alapura is like that's still fine, but then Parampori is very hard to say. It's like
Yeah.
my friend got tired of her repeating how to tell Parampori. She's like it's like British accent with the Malayalam words. It's like
Yes,
very
it's too
hard.
posh.
Okay, as a woman in the music industry, do you feel you have to work harder to be taken seriously, or do you
Yes.
think music treats everyone equal?
I think women have to work harder everywhere to be taken seriously. It's not necessarily just singing or the film fraternity. I think we have to work 10 times harder to prove ourselves that, okay, we're capable. Um, as it is, the songs are so limited for female voices because it's so male centric. The stories are male centric. The songs are male
Male-centric,
dominant.
yeah.
There's like two lines of the female just coming like a butterfly singing and just vanishing. It's unfortunate, the design is such, but I think I've been blessed to get some solo songs where I've been given the opportunity to like take the entire
Entire-
song and not wait for those two lines somewhere here and there. So this is a debate, I think, across the country. I did see Bollywood singers at one point interviewing on a similar matter. It's unfortunate, but it exists, but it can also be made a lot better. So all the music directors listening, please make more female songs. If there's no female lines in the movie, at least release female versions of the male songs. That way, female singers are getting more songs. Yeah.
So, what do you feel about a conversation in the song? Like right now, it's not trending, but because I listen to older versions of like 90s and 2000 music is also fine, but 90s and 80s, Kumar Sanu, Mohammed Rafi, and all those singers, because my dad's a big fan of those. Even Kishore Kumar, they have like a female version asking a question, and there's a very nice way where the male
Yeah,
answers to
yeah.
it. So, how do you feel about that?
That's so cute, no? It was
Yeah.
so authentic. It was so organic. It was like that's how the era was back in the day. Now it's I think shortcuts everywhere. Hey, kya bolti tu? Hey, it's like, but it's still fun. I think, like I said, times keep evolving. People keep changing. It's gonna be interesting to see how this unfolds and
Yeah.
takes a new shape. Yeah, let's See?
Okay, so playback singers give emotion to the actor's face.
Mm.
So do you feel sad that, like, for example, there's a really popular song.
Mm.
So first thing is people are like, who's the actor, who's the actress? Then finally at the end, they're like, oh, they are not the singers. We need to think about the singers. Do you feel sad about
Of
it?
course, because people don't get to that, they don't cross over only. You know, it's just at that, oh, I'm a fan of this actor and this is the, oh, I love this song. So even to this day, I hear, oh my God, you sang this, I had no idea.
Oh.
So, because see, that is one thing. No, we are playback singers. We are not in front of the camera, right? So yes, although I've sung over 500 songs, it is disheartening to see that people don't associate my voice with my songs and my face, for example. So they've heard of my name, they've heard of my songs, but then they're like, oh my God, it was you. So it's not just with me; it's with like almost every singer.
Yeah.
Like even the popular ones, they'll be like, "Oh, you also sang this song. Oh my God, I'm such a fan of you, but I had no idea
Yeah,
you
it is.
sang this." So people should, guys, just casually just browse through the singer's name and maybe get on their Instagram and follow them. Okay.
So yeah, if you could go back in time and meet your 16-year-old self, the girl who was still learning, dreaming, and scared, as you said, kept on saying, a little bit less of self-confidence. So what would you still let her choose music, or would you tell her what would be the things you would tell her as these are the things you need to follow, or do you like it's okay, enjoy, and things will come its own pace?
I would have told her to relax a little more. It's okay. I would have told her to just chill a little bit, because I would have told her to have more belief in yourself, because that is one thing I lacked. But I wouldn't change my journey, because I think everything happened for a reason and that brought me here. So for me, I'm happy with how things have panned out. Maybe I would have asked her to take it with a little more confidence.
Say that everything will work out. I
Yeah,
know things will work out.
yeah,
So just
yeah,
stay calm.
yeah,
So it's like that.
yeah.
So, if every young listener was watching to you right now and they had a dream, maybe to become a singer, artist, creator, or choose any field in the the ones where we tell it's the main idea where we can, like, you'll earn money if you go in this path. So, what would your advice be, or what's your thought? And then everyone's listening to you. So,
I would definitely say follow your heart, definitely pursue your passion. But the hard reality is that not everybody gets to be number one. Okay, so you have to make peace with that. And you are also, I would very strongly recommend everybody to have a backup profession. Please have a backup career. Like you said, corporate is a great
yes.
safety blanket. Please join a job and you can do this, parallelly. Singing can be done alongside whatever you're doing. So don't just rely on your music as the main career, because times are changing. People are not watching films anymore. People are not going to the theaters. The budgets are dying down. Everybody is shrinking the budgets. People are not getting paid the way they should be, because they are not, the movies are not making money. So it's so you really must weigh your pros and cons with the reality of the situation. And it's great to dream about, oh, I'm going to be a superstar and I'm going to be minting money. It's great. Do your own content, invest your time in your own content. Don't wait for opportunities for somebody to come and show up and say, I'm going to make you a superstar today. No, you open your own doors, you do your own thing, work on your own compositions, work on your own music, release it at your own pace while having a backup job. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, they say world ends, music begins. And after hearing your journey today, I feel the best way to end this conversation is not with a question, but with your voice. Would you sing a few lines for us? A small melody that carries through your heart and then like just makes up your day.
Absolutely. I think what song I'm just thinking. Okay. So this is a very old song that I recorded for Dharmavish. So this was for Rathavara. I recorded alongside Rajesh Krishnan for Rachita Ram and Shri Murli. నీ ముద్దద మాయావి, నీ ప్రీతిలి మేధావి, మెల్ల మెల్ల ಮತ್ತೆರಿದಂತೆ ಯಾರೋ ನನ್ನ ಮುದ್ದಾಡಿದಂತೆ ಹಾಳಾದೆ ಹಾಡು ಹಗಲೇ ಹಾದಿ ಮುಳ್ಳು ಅಂಗಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ನುಗ್ಗಿ ಕೂತಂತೆ ನನ್ನ ಜೀವ ಹೊಕ್ಕಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಳ್ಳ ನೀ ಕುಂತೆ.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of Daastan. Thank you, mom.
My pleasure.
Bye bye.